Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum,
And I'm Sam.
and today we're having a look at VAT 69.
Alrighty, today we're going to be doing another budget one. VAT 69. We've finally gotten around to it. We didn't think we'd ever really buy it, but
There's a lot.
we didn't know COVID existed. There's a lot of bottles we never thought we'd need to buy that we have bought. VAT 69. It's a 40% blended Scotch whiskey. It was created by William Anderson and Sons, but I believe it's now owned by Diageo, which is not surprising at all. It's said to be a fair amount of this is going to be malt whiskey, it's grain whiskey. It's over like 40 different whiskeys blended in this.
So it's like Johnny
not a
with
ton.
a high.
It's basically like Johnny. It's basically like every other
Blended
really
Scotch.
cheap budget blended Scotch.
It also smells like a lot of budget.
It smells like it too.
Should we just jump into the
like-
nose since we're there?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't smell that bad. It just smells like
No, it's
metallic
just-
cheap peat with a bit
Yeah.
of fruit. Like, it's not offensive. It's not bad.
Super sweet, a little bit malty, bit
With
of
a bit
honey
of
and vanilla.
Ash pepper kind of thing as well.
Ash pepperiness, not
Yeah.
quite to the extent of like a Johnny Red
No.
or the High Commissioner, but it's a little bit there.
Mm.
I'm getting like apples, a little bit of apple,
Stewed or just like fresh?
just like fresh, just the juiciness.
I'm getting some brown sugar, which is odd. I don't normally get that in a budget blend. But
Just the generic fake kind of flavors, the man-made flavors, the chemical
Yeah.
flavorings that are meant to mimic the real life, natural occurring flavors. It's kind of like that. It's like vanilla, but it tastes like, vanilla additive. It's apple, but it kind of tastes like, it's just got that thin kind of ethanol
yeah.
sharpness to it. And it's fine.
Are you getting
getting
much ethanol? Because I'm not really getting
Not
all
on the
that
nose,
much,
but
no.
I have tasted it, and there is a little bit on the taste, but not as much as I'd expect. Now, on the price, I got it for like 45. You can get it less. I got it from around the corner
Yeah.
at like a small bottle shop because I couldn't be bothered going to dance or anything. You can definitely get it for less than that.
Which is ridiculous, by the way.
But it's, what?
$45.
Yeah.
Just how cheap it is. It's stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of
The
how
point.
it is here. What was I gonna... It kind of reminds me of John Samson a bit.
It's been so long since I've had that, I can't even remember. Like, I remember the basic, very budgety flavors, but I can't, remember the nuances that it had. But
Yeah, it's reminding me of John Samson a bit if you've had that. A little bit less ashy. I don't know. I can't
I
remember
thought John Samson was
enough
more
as
fruity, but
Yeah, look, this is really sweet. It's got a little bit of maltiness and stuff. We'll get onto the taste. We've already said nose. You went
Oh, I don't
ballistic
know.
for a second. You just
no, I saw myself there,
what was the horror we watched the other night? Do you remember what it was called?
no.
Me and Curly love horror movies. It's just something to watch when we get bored. And we watched this one, and it was
It was like
low
this.
budget, but it was actually done all right. But it was filmed. It was that is it Unfriended or something? That one that came out with it. It was like Skype and stuff.
Yeah.
That Skype formatted one. This one was Zoom, based in the lockdown. Just regular
exact same kind of thing.
horror
Yeah.
crap kind of thing, demons and stuff. But it was it was just there were all these weird. It started off with all these weird flickering and camera issues and stuff. And as soon as we turned the camera on before we started filming, there was this weird halo of light around Curly. It's like, what the hell's going on? Our cameras just started wigging out and stuff. It's sweet and honey malt, and then it's gone.
Yeah. A slight bit of the ashiness on the end. Very slight.
It's got a chemically aftertaste though. It's
I'm getting
a
nutty.
bit medicinal.
Getting a weird nut on the end.
Now I'm getting nothing. It's just gone. Also, the nose smells like nothing now. It
I know.
smells like tap water.
Oh. There's a lot more. In terms of budget, Johnny Red, just initially, it's around the same price range and it blows us out the water.
And no one even likes Johnny Red. We're more partial to it than a lot of people are, but I think it gets a bad rap. Not because we don't think it's fantastic. We don't even think it's pretty good. It's just all right. But we've just had so many
Worse whiskeys.
We've had so much worse whiskey than that.
Yeah.
And so I think, like, yes, it does have a weird fake vanilla ethanol metallic like note to it, and it's not pleasurable. But like a lot of budget scotches do, and we've had a lot of them
That's what I
that
was
do
gonna
taste
say.
like that.
When you consider its price
and at least
range.
there's a little bit of there's a little bit more complexity with the red. This is like one tone. It's just this mixture instead of it in layers of different flavors all at once.
Yeah.
Happening in unison. This is a blend of a couple, and you can't really like pull it apart and taste different parts of it. It's just
It's like a big.
and then it's just gone.
It's like a big
It's just
flat
sweet.
hit at once. It's just.
It's not complex. It's very thin. I'm assuming there's E150 in this.
I would say so. Yeah.
It's definitely chill filtered.
It's definitely meant for mixing.
Not a whole.
I would say as well.
Just definitely. And
just
look,
off the
that's
taste.
again. There's nothing wrong with that. Budget blends have their place, like in the whiskey market. They're the part that sells the most.
Mm.
We as like whiskey freaks think that like the good whiskey is the one that we like. Always going to be like they're the better ones, they're the ones people go for. But like statistically, they're not. So definitely people are buying this. Diageo is making a crap ton of it, or sourcing a crap ton of it. Either way, it's it's fine. I don't think there's anything that turns me off this as something I think is gross. But there's nothing in this that
It's
like
a standout.
makes me ever want to come back to it, or anything that I'll ever remember about it. There's nothing unique in this glass, unfortunately. There's at least with Johnny Red, at least, like as we just said, it's got that sharp metallic vanilla taste. But at least that's something I can remember to identify what.
What's wrong with my camera?
But you're possessed. Your camera's possessed. At least it had an identifier. Whereas like this doesn't have anything where I'll go, oh, what was VAT 69 like? And both of us, I guarantee you, within a month, we'll both come up completely blank because we'll have no idea because there's nothing in this that is memorable. It's just sweet, little malty.
We'll have a memory
little bit
of
of
what
honey.
it is.
Done.
We'll know what it is.
We'll remember
because
that
it
none of
tastes
it, like-
exactly like every other budget scotch.
Yeah. But you know how, but at least like, and then with High Commissioner, we're like, oh, it's got the generic taste, but it has like a little bit of kicked up ash.
The ashiness,
sweetness and stuff. Johnny Red's got that metallic vanilla note. It's there's lots of them that have their own kind of thing that is memorable. This is so just monotone that there's nothing going on.
It's just too
fine,
generic.
But it's just so bland.
Yeah.
It's really thin. Like the mouthfeel is nice and silky. It's pretty smooth. I will say that I've had budget blends that are way sharper and a kick up the pants with ethanol that this doesn't have. But if we're talking about actual like flavors that are there,
I can't even smell anything. Like I'm actually being serious.
It smells like tap water now.
It smells like it smells like it's been watered down, but we haven't obviously watered it down. Like now that you've tasted it in your palate, all those flavors
it's just sweet
disappear.
now. It's sweet. It's just sweet. But if you're looking for something that has no challenging flavors, doesn't have peat, doesn't have
and you want to mix, I would preface that.
Yeah, it doesn't have an ethanol kick. There's nothing there that is gonna like, challenge you. This is that. It's fine. It's nothing. There's nothing about this that's challenging. But if you actually want to sit there and sip on it and stuff and get some flavors, this isn't going to be your jam. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey. If you liked it, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. See you in the next one.
Cheers.